And you ask me what I want, I'll tell you what I want. I want you a job. You wouldn't go to all this trouble unless this little secret of yours is bloody important. So you chuck in the job like a good boy, or I'll make sure your wife finds out what you're up to.
Mrs. Morris, quick!
Oh, what a shame. I was hoping to fix you myself, Adams.
What happened?
A man on duty spotted an intruder in your flat.
You caught him?
Fred not. The young constable's in hospital. The doctors don't think he'll make it through the night.
Oh, God, no.
I've been on the force a long time, Mrs. Reynolds, but I've never seen anything like it. He was mutilated.
Oh. So what happens now?
I'm dealing with a maniac. Cold-blooded, murdering maniac. We can only hope forensic can uncover something. Other than that, we just have to wait for him to make a mistake.
No, Sergeant, I can't tell you. Well, no one would have told me unless... Well, surely you understand that. All right. Goodbye.
What's the trouble?
Oh, he wanted to know where I got the information from. God, I gave him the names and addresses of 5 other rape victims. What else does he want?
I guess he wants to check that it came from a reliable source.
Well, it has. All they have to do is put Peter Wright in a lineup. And those women will remember him. As a matter of fact, they'll never forget him. I know that I won't.
Who gave you the information, anyway? I'm never going to understand this no lagging rule.
Oh, I take it the governor's gone home?
Yes, why?
Then I guess it's up to you. Our little playmates in there have just done a very good job on Adams with a pair of scissors.
Hell, is she all right?
Have you got the doctor?
No need to. She's not hurt.
Well, then what have they
She
done?
simply has a very close haircut. Oh, and Desmond made a request to see the governor. She said it was urgent. Shall I tell her to wait?
No, I'll see her now. Is she in the dormitory?
Recreation room.
Fine, I'll be along shortly.
Okay.
Hell, I know that you had it in for her, but...
You'll get used to it. Obviously, they thought she needed a lesson, so they gave her one. Actually, she was very lucky that that's all they gave her. Hi.
Slow it up, Kelly. You wouldn't have fallen for that once. Feeling pretty sure of yourself, are you?
What'd you do that for?
You know, I've been sitting up there in the pound, Kelly. I've been thinking to myself, someone told the freak I had that knife. Tell you, Lou, it's a real worry. It's sus that she only searched me, don't you think?
Wasn't me, Reb.
Liar.
Wasn't. No, we had all that Mary Jada planned. Why the hell would I stuff that up? We would have made a packet. I'm not kidding you, Reb. Bloody hell, it was too hard to set up in the first place.
Yeah, we can forget that now, can't we?
Oh, I'm not forgetting nothing. I'm gonna get that Warren bitch.
Oh, yeah? What's she done?
She's running a book.
So?
So that's what I was gonna do. The rotten mongrel got in before me.
So use your head. Let her do all the work.
I'm not with you.
Sorry, Lou. Say it a bit slower.
Oh, come off it.
Oh, come on. If Warren wants to play bookie, let her. She can collect the dough and worry about paying the winners.
And we get the profits.
Now, why didn't I think of that?
Just the two of us?
Yeah, well, I gotta look like I'm being a good girl. You, Fran, and Alice do the heavy stuff.
Right. Gee, it's good to have you back, Reb. I mean that.
Yeah, missed you too.
You realise, of course, you'll all be questioned over this?
Yes, of course, but now that we know the poison, at least Dot has a fighting chance.
Right, I'll ring the hospital straight away.
Thanks, Ross.
Well, let's just hope they can fix her in time.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get in trouble over this Angel business.
Only if she lags, and I doubt very much if she's going to do that.
Hell, I've made a bloody fortune.
Oh, yes, and how much is a bloody fortune?
$13. Look, I just worked it out.
$13? Hey, girls, listen, you better watch out. This one's liable to buy the prison and throw us all out in the streets.
Oh, don't be silly. I wouldn't do that to you. She's all might end up in prison or something.
Hey, most of this is from maternity.
Yeah, they all went crazy about a thing called Baby Blue. I should have started this caper ages ago. Come on, girls, step right up. Best prices in the slammer. I shouldn't have done this. Look at me. Look at me. I said look at me! You hypocrites! You hate the screws. You're always whinging about stupid old Dot. Well, you'll pay for this. Hey, Adams. Shut up! You bitches! I'll get you all for this. Do you hear me, Desmond?
Best prices, eh? You know, I could be forced to have a little flutter myself. Where are they racing?
Caulfield today. She's gone.
Edie, I'm home.
Oh, Stan, I was starting to worry.
Oh, sorry, love. The visit took longer than I imagined.
Yes, I thought it would. But it's upset you, hasn't it, though? You got that look.
Well, it's a dreadful place, Edie. When I saw Cass sitting there...
Come on. She's getting the proper care.
I wish I could believe that. She recognized me all right. We talked about different things, but she's so unhappy and confused. She'd forgotten a lot about Wentworth. She even forgets where she is sometimes.
Not now, Stan. We'll talk about it later, There's a surprise waiting for you in the lounge room.
Oh, what's that?
Old friend come to see you.
Really? Not George?
You'll soon see. Here he is, Mr. Sloane. Better late than never, eh?
G'day, Stan. Bet you didn't expect to see me.
No. No, I didn't. Use your head, man. Even if I did resign from Wentworth, what makes you think you get the job?
You're jumping the gun, old son. I don't want you to quit.
What the hell are you talking about?
Will you look after the drinks, Stan?
He's doing great, Mr. Dobson. I'll tell you what, that chicken smells good.
Oh, well, it won't be long. Or, Stan, you could start setting the table if you like.
Oh, we'll be looking forward to it. You're going to go to that Reynolds woman and ask for an assistant. In fact, you're going to ask for me.
Don't be ridiculous. It's only a part-time job. They won't hire two men, but that...
Of course they will. Especially when you tell them how run down the place is. In fact, I think it'll take a good 3 months for the two of us to catch up, don't you?
They won't pay the money.
They don't have to. You see, out of the goodness of our hearts, we both agree to work for half rates. That way they get two for the price of one.
It won't work.
It has to work, Stan. Otherwise, I'll have to tell your wife about your quick change act on the way to the prison every morning. And what do you think the department say about you impersonating an officer? Hey, Stan?
Got Brennan, Cody, Evans, Griffith and Williams. They've all identified Peter Wright as the one who raped him, so you've done us a big favour, Mrs. Morris.
Good. And what about Wright?
He's back in custody.
Oh, really?
Come on, Mrs. Morris, we've got 6 positive identifications. We've got him we've got him for keeps.
I'll believe it when he's sentenced.
Don't worry, he will be.
All we need to do is set up an interview with this Angela Adams.
What about the other man?
The one with the mask? No identification. We're hoping Adams will help us with that.
Right, I'll have her sent to the interview room.
Good.
Look, I hope you're not a sucker for big, innocent-looking eyes, Inspector. This kid's got the best act I've ever seen.
Oh, really? What do you think, Jack? Think we can handle her?
Bob, shut up, will you? We're playing for dough.
Yeah, well, hurry up. We want a game before lights out.
Yeah. Hey, Jude, have you heard any news about Dot?
Not yet, damn it. I wish they'd tell us something.
Yeah, don't worry, Dove. She'll be okay.
Yeah, Mara told them what the poison was, so she should be all right.
Oh, I don't know. Your little cousin took rat poison once.
Yeah, did he die?
Good, I hope so. Buried him.
Oh, Shut up. That's a mate.
She might be your mate, stupid, but as far as I'm concerned, she's a pain in the bloody neck. At least we won't have to listen to her complaining all the time.
Oh, you know what I like about you, Kelly? Nothing.
What's eating you?
Listen, Dot's done more time in this place than the rest of us put together. I reckon she's got something to complain about, wouldn't you?
Okay, I was just having a gag.
Yeah, well, don't. Have your shot and bugger off. Good shot, Lou. Set him up, Marlene. Changed your tune a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, well, changed a lot of things since Mum was in here.
Fair enough. Heard from her?
Yeah, look, I'm not much good at this, but thanks a lot for what you did for her.
Oh, forget it. I liked her.
That's just the same.
What's with you and Kelly? I thought you were a double act.
Yeah, so did she, till I caught her helping the freak. And you and that screw Rogers tried to set her up. I had to control Kelly with a knife.
And the freak springs you with the knife, eh?
Yeah. Lucky I'm not the suspicious type, eh?
Come on, Miss Adams, it's getting late. I'm getting hungry. If I don't eat soon, I'm going to lose my sense of humour.
But I don't know what you want, Inspector.
Got nice eyes, Jack, hasn't she?
Oh, beautiful, sir.
Beautiful, yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I want, Miss Adams. I want you to tell me why you told those nasty men to rape Mrs. Morris.
I didn't. That's a dreadful thing to say.
Did you pay them?
No.
What's the going rate for rape at the moment? 20, 50, 100 bucks, huh?
Don't. Please don't.
Jesus, she's crying now, Jack. Did I say something?
Must have. I haven't said a word, boss.
You've said nothing. She's crying and I'm hungry. What's the time?
8:45.
8:45. You know, Angela, I think I've got it worked out. I reckon you fancied one of them, didn't you? You fancied one of them. Huh?
Could I? I don't even know who they are.
Yes, you bloody do. There was your friend Wright. I told her about Wright, didn't I, Jack?
She might have been crying at the time.
Crying at the time. Yeah, you fancied one. I thought that'll keep him happy till you get out.
Why are you saying these dreadful things? If you don't believe me, ask Peter.
Who's Peter?
You said that man's name.
No. I call that man Wright. How did you know his first name was Peter? Now, why don't you stop this innocent act and tell us why you set Mrs. Morris up?
'Cause she was stealing Philip from me. Okay, she wanted a man. Well, I got her one. So what's she complaining about?
Here you are, love. Got your tablets?
Good heavens, it's not that time already, is it?
Oh, it's 9:25, love. Tablets?
Oh, on the television set, I think, dear. I must have been daydreaming.
I'll get them for you.
Yeah.
You've been very quiet since Neville left. You haven't mentioned anything about young Bobby. Did you speak to the governor?
Oh, yes, Mrs. Reynolds seemed quite enthusiastic. Now we have to wait and hope that the department approves. I wish I could think of something cheery to tell Bobby about Cass. She's sure to ask me tomorrow. I don't want to upset her.
Poor little thing. At least she's got you and that nice Mrs. Morris to look after her. I was speaking to the girls about it the other day at the club.
Edie, I wish you wouldn't speak to them about the prison.
Oh, don't stop me, Stan. It's the only chance I get to skite about you, and I don't mention names.
Yes, I know, but it's just
not as though I go out of my way to talk about it. They're always asking questions.
Why, for heaven's sake?
Well, you know what people are like about prisons. They all think you're very brave for working there.
Do they?
You know, love, I've been looking after that uniform for so long now. It's a funny thing. I think I'm very proud of it.
Stinking bitches!
Clean it up.
Like hell I will.
Do as you're told.
Why should I? I tried to be friends with you. Look what you did.
Still don't know the score, do you, Angel? All your life, people have believed your lies because they thought you were a pretty little thing. You're not little any longer. We've taken care of the pretty. So why don't you grow up? It doesn't impress me, Angel. All you've lost is your hair. Meg Morris has lost her dignity. And I'm surprised she hasn't lost her mind. We don't know about Dot yet. But if she doesn't pull through, by God, I'm going to teach you a lesson that'll really make you cry. Clean it up.
I see. Well, thank you, sister. I'll call back later. Bye.
How is Dot?
They're worried about her age, of course, but if she can get through the next 24 hours, they're confident she'll make it.
God, Adams has got a lot to answer for.
Yes, but I don't think she'll fool anyone again. How are you coping?
Oh, I'm getting by. I just hope they put right away for a very long time.
They will. I wish I could get rid of Adams before the women kill her.
Why?
Sorry.
Didn't mean that.
I wouldn't blame you if you did. Did you find out who shaved her head?
No. The women were questioned, but nothing came of it.
As usual. I don't know why we bother. Well, I'd better think about doing something.
Anne, why don't you take the keys to my flat and go and have a good long sleep?
Thanks, Meg, but I can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, I think of that blood on the wall and that poor young man.
Tell you what, Fran, just 'cause I'm a born softy, I'll let you have Eagle Boy 3-1. All right. 4. You've won me. $2 straight out. You're on.
You're out of your head, Warren. Eagle Boy's an odds-on favourite.
Yeah, not on a wet track he isn't. They reckon the jockeys are going to be wearing flippers and snorkels out at Caulfield today. It's $15.40. Not bad for a morning's work, eh?
Yeah, well, put away and do a bit of real work.
Yeah, you all right?
Oh, nothing a good night's sleep didn't fix that. I didn't dare shut my eyes. Did she try anything? Oh, no. She knew exactly what she was doing. She slept like a log.
Morning, ladies.
Oh, good morning. How's
Morris.
Dot? Have you heard Mrs. Morris?
Yes, she's off the critical list.
Oh,
we just
thank
heard.
God for that. Oh, yeah, good old Dot, eh?
Any idea when she'll be coming back, Mrs. M?
She's got a long way to go yet. Right, back to work. I'll have a word with you, Myra.
Yeah, sure.
It's about that business with Adams.
Yeah, terrible, wasn't it? Find out who did it?
I just hope there won't be any repeat performances.
Oh, I don't think so, Mrs. M. Have to wait for her hair to grow back before that could happen again.
No, that's not...
Just a joke. I think she's going to listen, don't you?
Yes, I hope so. Thanks.
Back to work.
Mrs. Morris, please, listen to me. I don't expect you to believe me, but I'm sorry for what happened.
I don't know whether you're telling the truth or not, Adams. And frankly, I don't care. But a word of warning. You behave yourself, or they won't stop at cutting your hair next time. And I don't think I'd lift a finger to help you.
I can fight my own battles, Morris.
But I thought you said you could handle the job.
Of course I can, Mrs. Reynolds. It's just that things have been let go for too long.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Well, apart from the things inside the building, the paving outside the kitchen door, for instance, is breaking up. It's a wonder somebody hasn't been hurt. It's quite dangerous.
Yes, but...
And the trees along the west fence are really becoming a security risk. Some of the branches are growing right over the inner fence.
But can't you handle that?
Of course I can, Mrs. Reynolds, but these things have to be done right now. I'm sorry, but this place is in a bit of a mess. The urgent jobs would take one man at least 6 months.
And if you had Mr. Sloane helping you?
Oh, less than half that. And in a couple of months, it'd be just a one-man job again. You know, running repairs and things like that.
Yes, all right then. He can start as soon as he's had a security check.
Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Getting nervous, Kane?
Why should I? You can't touch me.
Oh, I don't mean that. I'm talking about tomorrow. Or have you forgotten?
So I see the BJ, big deal.
Yeah. Yeah, what's another few years in this place, eh? We'll still have each other. And that's the important thing, isn't it? And you are important to me, Keen. You know that, don't you? I suppose everyone must have a special project in their lives. And you're mine. You have been ever since the day you hurt my father. So it's nice to know we're going to be having a few more years together.
I thought you'd be busting your gut to get me to Blackmore.
Oh, no way, Keen. Mari Winter's there. And she might kill you. That's no good to me. Because that way you only die once.
Is that it? Can I go now?
Yeah. But dry your hands first, Keen. Wouldn't want you to catch anything nasty.
There's nothing, Mrs. Reynolds. Forensic drew a blank. We've checked every grudge letter, every phone call there is to check. We even checked the staff. It's the same story all around, nothing.
So what do you do now? I can't walk around with a bodyguard for the rest of my life.
You won't have to. I'm going to do what I should have done in the first place. Question the women in here.
All right. A few days ago I would have objected, but now I think anything is possible.
Especially after this Angela Adams thing.
You suspect her?
Wouldn't you?
Yes, unfortunately. I think she's capable of anything. When do you want to start?
Well, sometime today. I'll let you know.
How's that young constable?
He died at 3 o'clock this morning. He never regained consciousness.
Oh, no. I'm very sorry.
So am I, Mrs. Reynolds. He was my son-in-law.
Come on, Mr. Cleary, it's almost impossible for us to get work. Even if we could do 200 words a minute, no one is going to touch us because of our records.
Look, you're just being defeatist.
Really? Well, you get a record. See how you go.
Look, I know it won't be easy, and yes, some employers will be wary. But isn't it worth a chance? I mean, what do you have to lose by learning to type?
Time. I got better things to do. As soon as I get out of here, I'm grabbing my dole check and going straight down the boozer.
Well, I'm not. I'm going to be a bookie and make dillions.
Oh, listen, Warren, with the odds you give, you couldn't make the second race.
Oh, yeah? Well, I've already made $13 today and I haven't even been trying.
Didn't hear that.
Struth. Just have to go check something. Excuse me.
Okay, I guess I'm wasting my time then.
No, look. Do you really want to help the women?
Of course I do. That's why I'm here.
Great. Then you teach them how to live on the dole.
Yeah, well, you know the biggest problem when you get out of this place? Looking after yourself. Let's face it, we don't buy our own food, we don't put a roof over our heads. We don't do anything we're not told to do, right?
And there's no one out there to advise them. 80% blow their dole check in 2 days because they've got no idea how to budget.
All right, now we've got something to talk about. Simple home economics. Interested?
What do you reckon? We'll use a head for a footy? Look, no one had any cash, so I had to give them credit, right? The only $2 I made was your bet on Eagle Boy.
You mean we've gone to all this trouble for $15?
That's not my fault, is it? And you can't take it all because I won't be able to pay people if they win.
That's your problem, dummy.
I'll be back after the last race to pick up my winnings. Better find some money, Warren. Oh, yeah.
One word of this, and you'll be a non-starter.
They've got to be out of their minds. Myra's going to kill him. She's not going to kill him because she doesn't know and she's not going to know. Why not? Because they'll use my head for a footy. That's our bull. Look, Myra told me not to come running to her with my problems. She meant if you couldn't pay your bets, this is a bit different. I can't pay my debts, can I? must have some money stashed away somewhere, please. I can't. This deal I've got going isn't going to come through for a couple of weeks yet. What am I going to do? Stop panicking for a start. Think of something.
He sounds really sensitive. Yes, he is. He's just as emotional as I am. I mean, he'd never admit it, but I've seen him when we've been watching something really sad on television.
Oh, I just love men who cry. Most European men do.
It's going to be a great visit, isn't it? Two of you bawling your eyes out. No, we won't. There won't be enough time.
Oh, dear. I think I'm going to cry now.
Oh, your attention, please. Mrs. Reynolds wishes to speak to you. Quiet!
The police will be here to question you individually sometime this afternoon, so I want you all to cooperate with them, please.
What's it about, Mrs. Reynolds?
I'm sorry, I can't tell you that. But this block isn't being singled out. They'll be seeing everybody. Thank you, ladies.
Well, what's going on now?
Mr. Sloan, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, that's all right, Miss Reynolds.
Your security clearance has come through from the department, so you can start work tomorrow.
Oh, terrific. But the only thing is I've got all my gear out in the car, and I know Stan's getting a bit toey,
You want to
so...
start now?
Yeah, if it'd be all right.
Well, the sooner the better, I suppose. All right. Can I leave that with you, Mrs. Bowles?
Yes, of course. Just a moment, will you? Can I help you?
My name's Davies. Lyle Davies. I'd like to see my wife if I could.
Yes, of course. Look, if you just sign in, I'll get someone to take you through.
Mr. Davies, I'm Anne Reynolds, the governor. I'd like to talk to you before you see Karen, if you don't mind.
There's nothing wrong, is there? She's all right.
No, she's fine. Come through to my office.
Right, let's go and tell Stan the good news, eh?
Well, must be something pretty heavy if the cops are going to see all of us.
It's probably about Mrs. Morris, don't you reckon, Mara?
Ah, that's what I thought at first. But Kathy said that Rouse is hanging around. Now, Inspector Grace is in charge of Mrs. Morris's case.
Oh, that bastard. He's the kind of cop I can do without.
Is he the one that grabbed you?
No, but I've heard about him. Real clever mongrel, that one.
Yeah, that he is. You were fairly clever today.
How do you mean?
Oh, that business about living off the dole, it makes good sense.
Yeah, funny, isn't it? Suitcase full of money once, now I'm giving advice on social
Yeah, well,
security.
don't knock it. It makes good sense. More so than our bookie here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm going to write a letter to the kids before work. I'll see you later.
Be a silly move, Warren.
Look, stop playing with that and do some real work for a change.
You take this job pretty seriously, don't you? What's the big attraction, Dobson? Can't be the dough. What, $7 an hour?
Listen, Sloan, or whatever your name is. I lied to get you in here, and I don't feel very proud of myself for doing it. So just...
Why? You're scared of getting caught out?
I just don't like lying. I never have.
Oh, is that right? So what about that fairy tale you've been telling your wife? Don't kid yourself, old man. You're no different from the rest of us. Now, when do these Sheilas get let out? I'd like to, run my eye over the talent.
You keep your hands off him. I mean that. You make one move in that direction and
You're what? Listen, mate. I'm getting a bit sick of you. You don't tell me to do nothing. Nothing, understand? So stop playing the big boss or the little woman's gonna find out what a liar she's married. Now, what's to be done? We've got to keep the place looking good, don't we?
There's some stakes there. Untie them and take them over to the vegetable plot.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be buggered.
That's enough. I said that's enough.
There's no need for that, is there?
Mr. Davies, your wife is well aware of the rules. There will be no excessive physical contact during these visits.
Oh, it's all right, darling. Forget it. I'm sorry, Miss Ferguson.
Sit down.
Please,
This
darling.
whole thing's ridiculous. Do you realise how long we've been separated? We haven't even spoken to each other since the trial.
Darling, don't be upset. We're just wasting our time.
This place. You shouldn't be.
Hey. Hey. I love you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't eat, I can't sleep, and I'm not even allowed to touch you. How are we going to get through 2 years?
Well, I don't know, darling, but
We will, because we have to.
Wouldn't mind so much if I could make some sense of it, but I can't. I don't even know why you took that money. Why, Karen? If I knew, maybe it'd help.
I can't tell you, Lyle. Not just yet. Please don't ask me.
Would it be like this for 2 years and I'm not to know why?
Well, I know it sounds hard, darling, but please trust me. And don't stop loving me.
It's the whole trouble. I love you too much. I'm lost without you, Karen. Tim sends his love.
How is he?
Oh, fine. He moved back into the house yesterday.
Do you mean to live?
Yeah. Coming home to look after the old man, I suppose. He's a good kid. He'll help me through my 2 years. What about you, Karen? That's what I'm worried about. How in God's name are you going to get through it?
I tell you what, I'd start worrying if I was you, Warren.
Why, what's she done now?
Well, I was checking the form. I reckon she's done a fortune.
Yeah, and you'd know, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I would, as a matter of fact. I was speaking to some of the punters at lunchtime. They've all backed the favourites. So, well, she's got to lose, doesn't she, with the prices she gives? Smallest was 4-1.
She's kidding, isn't she, Rabbit? Tell me she's kidding. It was the only way I could get him to bet. Oh, I give up. You're not supposed to suck him in with the favourites. You're meant to do that with the outsiders.
Have you got the money to pay if they win?
Oh, Mo, what do you think I am?
Okay, don't get your balls in a knot. How'd you? What's it all about?
Don't ask me, I haven't got a clue.
Oh, come on, you
Yeah,
must.
okay, I got a clue, but it doesn't make sense. They just asked a lot of questions about Angel.
Angel? Dot, do you think?
Yeah, well, that's what I thought, but I was wrong.
What did they say about Angel? Tell me, because I want to know when they ask me.
Nothing definite, love. They just seem to think that Angel or somebody in here has it in for Mrs. Reynolds.
You sure?
Well, I'm not sure, am I? Look, I'm sorry. They were just being a bit cagey, that's all.
Certainly sounds like it. Well, looks like we've all got something to look forward to.
Oh, don't you just hate that soap in the shower block? Honestly, they should give us extra admission just for using it. Oh, Karen, your visit. Oh, I'm awfully sorry. I forgot all about it. How did it go? Oh, dear. Oh, something went awfully wrong, didn't it?
No, I'm just feeling a bit sorry for myself, that's all.
Of course you are. Me and my big mouth. It's awful when they leave, isn't it? Oh, was it wonderful, though? I mean, when you first saw him? Oh, I wish I could have been there. I bet it was just like that ad on telly when those two beautiful people ran together. You know, the one on the beach.
Dear, please don't. I don't want to talk about it.
But he still loves you, doesn't he? Well, that's all that matters then. Oh, I know 2 years sounds like a long time, but if Lyle is waiting for you...
But, Pixie, you didn't see his face. He looked so confused and lost. All he wanted to do was hold me. And Miss Ferguson stopped him, and he got so angry.
What? Oh, you can't be serious. Oh, golly, she makes me mad sometimes. Look, I know what's in the rule book, but doesn't she understand that you two love each other?
I must have forgotten, Mason. Perhaps you'd better supervise the next visit.
Honestly, Miss Ferguson, that rule just isn't fair sometimes.
Get back to work, Mason.
Look, I could understand if it was somebody awful like Alice or somebody like
Mason, I would advise you to get back to work now.
I'm just trying to protect...
Now, Mason, you and I know that you were part of that little group that tried to get rid of
Oh,
me,
Miss
don't we?
Ferguson, that's
Now,
over.
it's going to happen, Mason. Sometime. Somewhere. I'd just as soon it wasn't now, but then I'm not fussy. I'll be keeping an eye on you too, Davies. You're a troublemaker.
What?
Now get back to work, the pair of you.
I've had all new locks fitted, but I haven't had time to get my spare keys cut yet.
I'll get one done for you if you
Oh,
like.
no, don't worry.
It's no trouble. I do them at my garage. Heavens, it's the least I can do.
Is anything wrong, Kelly?
Just replacing the tea towels, Mrs. Morris. But I can't find the dirty ones.
Oh, I think Officer Radcliffe took them back, so there's no need to worry. You go on down to the laundry.
Yeah, fair enough.
Police got any further with their questioning?
Brick wall time, I'm afraid. Should have expected it, I suppose.
Well, no one knows you're staying at my place, so at least you'll get some sleep.
Oh, that's another thing. I really think I ought to stay at a motel or
Well,
something.
we're the only two who know apart from the
Police. This maniac's already killed someone. He's got nothing to lose.
But the police don't seem to think
They
so.
can only do their best. They haven't got a clue to his identity. cut and paste letters, untraceable phone calls, and no motive apart from the fact that he's after me.
Oh, how do they expect us to get anything done if they leave it this long?
What's the big hurry?
There's no hurry, I just want to help Stan, that's all.
Well, have you calmed down yet?
Well, I think so, but oh golly, it is a stupid rule, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy, honey, but for God's sake, don't go sounding off unless one of us is there to protect you. You know what she said, the freak. She's out to get us.
Yeah, I'll be all right. I think I might go and lie down for a while before I go outside.
Okay, honey. I'll see you out there, right?
Okay.
Hey, Pix. Just gonna make a cup of coffee. You want one?
Oh, that's awfully nice of you, Reb, but I don't think I will. Thank you very much.
10 minutes.
Hey, Reb. Found out what the cops want.
Stupid. Not supposed to like each other, remember?
Yeah, all right. So do you want to know or don't you? Somebody's after Reno.
Oh, we'd already worked that out, stupid.
Yeah, but whoever it is has really got him worried. He's been sending cut and paste letters. And get this, he's already killed somebody.
How do you find all this out?
Heard Reno and Morris talking in the staff room. It's real heavy stuff. Reno says the cops are waiting for some sort of ransom note. What do you reckon? Terrific, eh?
Yeah, great. You better get that back to the laundry.
You're onto something.
Yeah, now bugger off.
Anyway, I thought... Oh, sorry. Excuse us.
Well, I can see you two aren't in the mood for gardening.
Oh, I don't know, it's all right.
No, it might be for you. The idea of putting my fingers through cow manure does nothing for me.
Oh, it's not so bad as long as you don't bite your fingernails.
Come on, you lot, line up. Hey, line up. Line up. Right, Mr. Dobson, I think we can get started now.
All right. Everybody here?
Yes.
Ladies, this is Mr. Sloan. He's going to be helping us for a while.
You can help me anytime you like.
You've won me, sweetheart.
We're going to work in two groups. Group A will work with Miss Ferguson here and clean up the rubbish along the west fence.
Can I stay here, Stan?
And Group B can stay here and get stuck into the veggies. That includes you, Bobby.
Beauty, I'll do the water.
Right, now, Davies, Mason, Fisher, Anderson, Jones, Murray and Jenkins. Come with me.
All right, ladies. We'll start with the weeding first, and then I'll show you how to start a compost heap. Sloan, I want you to supervise the fertilizer. All right.
Give us a hand,
Myron,
love.
Judy, you
You're the
take
boss.
it.
What do you want?
What do you think?
That's right. Take a couple of those.
How have you been keeping, love? I've missed you.
Yeah, I know. That's why you've been to visit me every week.
Yeah, well, I couldn't. Well, I'm here now, aren't I?
All right, lover. But you got some making up to do. Did you bring the stuff I asked for?
It's in a manure bag.
Oh, you got real class, Nev.
As hard as rock, we're going to need Maddox to get the weeds out.
I'll get you one for the shed.
Oh, thanks.
What are you up to, beautiful?
I'm going to water the garden.
What's wrong with the hose?
Well, the others are using it anyway. What is this with all the questions? You're trying to be a screw or something?
Sloan, I want a word with you.
What?
Look, I saw you did lose something. What was it?
Booze and tobacco. What are you going to do about it?
I'm going to stop you, Sloan. I don't know how, but I'm going to stop you.
Yeah, try not to be bucket on the roll, man. I'll do it now if you like. There's a phone in the reception area, isn't there? Well?
All right, ladies, down tools.
Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, let's get inside.
See you, Stan. I thought you liked gardening.
Yeah, well, I'm in a hurry to find out how much I lost on the horses.
Oh, well, why didn't you bring your tranny outside?
Because the batteries are flat and I can't get any more till I give it to our buyout back. Jeez, I've had this place.
Marlene, what's the matter with you? You haven't said a word all day.
So what? Am I the only one that isn't allowed to have an off day in here? Oh, Judy, it was awful.
What? Where's Karen?
Well, that's what I'm trying to tell you. She's in the infirmary.
How What happened?
Well, I don't know. She had all of this blood pouring from her hand, and when I asked her about it, she didn't even know it had happened.
Right, someone to help Mr. Dobson clean up.
I'll do it, Miss
Okay, off
Ferguson.
you go. The rest of you inside, quickly.
Hey, Stan, must be a lucky day. I gotta help you clean up.
Oh, let's get to it then. Don't want you late for dinner.
Oh, that's all right. I'll go to the second sitting. You get more anyway, all right? What do you want me to do? Don't forget I'm still a little kid. Hey, Stan,
Oh, sorry, Bobby. What was that?
listen, are we mates?
I hope so. Why do you ask?
Well, don't go getting mad at me or nothing, but I heard that guy putting heavy words on you before. What's it all about?
Oh, he's just here for a couple
Come
of
on,
months.
look, I know a push when I hear it. He's got something on you, hasn't he? Come on, you gotta tell your mates sometime or you'll end up going round the bend.
Yeah. Yes, you're right.
Seems Karen's okay. I've just been talking to Mrs. Barry.
What about her hand? It sounded pretty bad.
Yeah, I need a few stitches, but she must be all right because she's back in her cell.
I'll go and see her then. I mean, she'll need someone to put the jug on, won't she?
Stay here, love. I've got no idea she wants to be on her own.
Oh, it must be terrible for her to be that much in love and not being able to cuddle her husband.
Win anyway. Just want to make sure the big mates get their money, that's all.
They'll get it, all right?
When?
Tomorrow morning, now.
Tomorrow? That's no bloody good. Did you hear that, girls? You're not getting your money till tomorrow.
Okay, now what's going on?
A big-time bookie here won't pay up.
Well, she said tomorrow. No one's leaving before then, are they? No, so what's to worry about? How much you got to pay out?
$17.50.
You got it?
Of course I have. I've just got to balance my books, all right?
Sounds fair to me. Sound fair to you, Lou? Good. So let's all sit down and behave ourselves, shall we?
What's your hurry, beautiful?
Bugger off, creep.
Oh, don't be like that. I'm trying to be nice.
I know what you're trying and it's not gonna work, so why don't you just get out of my way before I call Stan?
Yeah, well, you better make it loud because he's gone to call his wife. So why don't you just relax and be nice to me? I'll just close the door. I'll come. Oh, who do you think you're kidding? Put it down.
Who's kidding, Sloane? I'm not in here for pinching milk bottles, you know. What's the matter? You didn't have any trouble blackmailing an old man.
He told you about that, did he?
He didn't have to. I heard it for myself.
Yeah, I thought you were outside the shed. I'll tell you what, your Mary Jane plants are doing really well. Stand in on that too?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't you? I wonder if the screws will believe that. Make a pretty good story, I reckon. You and the old man growing dope on the premises. I even reckon his wife will believe me after I tell her about the other business. Don't you? Now, why don't you put that down and be nice, like I said. We haven't got much time.
Don't panic. There's no one in the corridor. What are you up to?
I'm making money, lots of it.
Yeah, me too. Nev bought the stuffing. I reckon I ought to clear $20 by the time I sell this.
$20, eh?
What does that say? I killed once, 50,000 or I'll kill you. Await orders? You're kidding.
Am I?
He used to give me roses. I wish he could again. But that was on the outside, and things were different then. On the inside, the sun still shines, and the rain falls down. But the sun and rain are prisoners too when morning comes around. Last night I dreamed we were together, sharing all the love we'd known, till I had to face the nightmare of waking up alone. On the inside the roses grow, they don't mind the stony ground, but but the roses here are prisoners too. When morning comes around,